Hi everybody, my name is Brian Seymour. I'm the Director of Instructional Technology for Pickerington Local School District. Today we are going to talk about Google Drive 202. So this is our second course in Google Drive. And today we're going to go into a little bit more of an advanced material. Last time we talked a little bit about creating, saving, and sharing. Today what I want to do is really concentrate over here on this new button and how to create some of these new objects and how to share those new objects and how to collaborate with those people as well. So first of all, if we click on the new button, we can see we get quite a few things that pop up through here. So we can create folders like I have in through here. So these are all folders that if we open up some of these folders, we can, inside of Google, we can see that there's lots of different things that are shared inside of here. The nice thing about the folder is, let's say you have a large amount of material that you want to share with students, that you want to share with other staff members. So instead of sharing each individual item, you can then put everything into a folder and then go here and click on this plus, and now you're going to type in whoever it is that you want to share the folder with. So if I want to share the folder with my fictitious Bob Ross, I can now click on that. He can either edit it or view it, and if I send this to him, now he has access to everything that's inside of that folder. So all of these 20 some items that are in here, they can now have access to. So it saves you some time. All right. The other piece here, you can do file upload. Obviously that makes sense, loading things up. Folder upload, so let's say you have one of these folders that's over here. So say I've got this Park Parent Toolkit. Let's say I wanted to load all of that equipment up into here. I could just drag it over here and it'll actually load everything, or I could go through here the old-fashioned way and go folder upload, and then it'll find it for you. And then down here you have all of the things that you can create with. All right, so you've got a Google Doc. So if you wanted to create a Google Doc, well, what's a Google Doc? A Google Doc looks like your standard Microsoft Word document. So if we're typing in here, welcome to Google Drive 201. And the nice thing about this is that you could actually go up and share this with somebody else. You could be in your room and somebody else could be in their classroom, and you could both be typing on the exact same thing. You could be halfway across the world and typing on the same exact thing. We did a thing through our technology department where we looked at the acceptable use policy and we're looking at updating that. And we had 5 or 6 people all typing at the same spot, and you could all see different people and what their edits were and what their changes were. I think it really would be very collaborative if, let's say, kids are writing essays on here or paragraphs, and then they share it with somebody else to proofread or edit them, or you have the class create a poem together, or you're working on a scientific lab report and the kids are working on those together. So everything in this is pretty self-explanatory. Here's how you can save it. Okay, you can enter in a name up in here. So Google Drive 201, save it. You can go here, you can share it. So we can go back to Bob Ross again. He can edit it. Now this is where it's important. If you want people to be able to type and edit, they have to be able to say edit. Comment means they can make comments, and the comments will show up over here in this side piece, and they can view. Okay, so we can just go say send. You could write a note here if you wanted to, and voila. Now Bob Ross also has access to this in his Google Drive. The rest of this just kind of is pretty self-explanatory, kind of your same stuff with if you know how to use Microsoft Word, which most of us do. These all kind of make sense. Okay. So if we go back to our Google Drive main, here's that account we just made, that Google Doc. Okay, the next one down on the list is Google Sheets. Google Sheets is kind of like Microsoft Excel. It doesn't have a lot of the high functioning pieces that Microsoft Excel has, but for those of us that are using it for normal average things, it works perfectly fine. So if you wanted to, let's say we're looking at number of users on Google, okay, and you just wanted to type in some numbers, okay, all those kinds of things work. You can create formulas, so we could add all these pieces up, and voila. Okay. Same thing here. Save this. Google Drive 201 Sheets. Save. You can share this again as you want, and all of these are pretty self-explanatory, just like Microsoft Excel. Okay. Now the nice thing about these are that you're not going to notice is you don't have to hit save on these. If you notice, there's not even a save button up here. But what you will notice is that all changes are saved in Drive. So every time you make a change, it's automatically saved inside of here. So for those of you that maybe your computer crashes or maybe your hard drive goes out, anything that you have in Google that you save to the cloud is actually going to be saved for that. So and some important things you may want to actually store here, so that way you always have them. Next one down is Google Slides. Google Slides is like PowerPoint. So you go into here, you can change your themes, so you can select whatever you want, and then that will come up and it'll have, it looks like, so Google Drive 201. Now here's the nice thing. I used to have kids say, hey, I'd like you to do a presentation, you need to have some type of a media, kids would like to do PowerPoints. The only problem is PowerPoints are hard to share because they get rather big. So if a kid actually presents here on, or creates their presentation through Google, they could actually go home and work on it, and their partner could be working on it at the exact same time from both people's houses. And then you can present directly from here. So all you gotta do is click this button here, and you go right into presentation mode. All right. So the nice thing about that is now you have that collaboration. You don't have to worry about, does this computer have PowerPoint? Does it not have PowerPoint? Do the kids have PowerPoint at home? Is their version of PowerPoint going to work? It's Google Drive. It's going to work everywhere. And once again, same thing. Save it. So Google 201. And you would want to share that. So one kid would create it. The other kids would share it. So let's say I'm working with my friend Bob Ross. I need to make sure this says can edit, and voila. And now Bob Ross has access to this. Okay. So now I could be working on it. He could be working on it. We could do it from school. We could do it from home. Anywhere that has Google Sheets. And this could be done on an iPad as well. All right. So if we go back, there's those documents that we've been working on. As we roll down through here, just a couple more of them. Google Forms. This is the one where a lot of our surveys have been coming from. So here, anybody can create these. So all of these different forms. To create a form, all you're really going to do is, if you want it to require a Pickerington School District login, so if you don't want anybody from the outside doing this, you could do that. Automatically collect the respondent's school district name. It'll come up with a warning message that says we are collecting your name. Show progress bar at the bottom of the forms pages. If you have more than one page, I like this. Allow more than one response per person. It would require a login. So if you only want the kids to log in once, or you want them to be able to do it multiple times, or only want them to be able to do it once, excuse me. And if you want the question order shuffled, you could do that as well. Okay. So this here would be this would be your title. How well do you know Google Forms? And then you could put in here some information. This survey will assess your level of knowledge. Okay, so I think you get the idea. Now here's your questions down through here. So the different types of questions that you can do are text, paragraph text, so longer text pieces, multiple choice, check boxes where they could check multiples, check from a list when multiples, scale, grid type questions, date, and then time type questions. Okay, so really whatever it is that you want, you could actually, some people have been starting to make some park type questions where they can use the check boxes, because now the students can do multiple ones. So if you had a question of what is Google Forms, okay, help, this will be your main question. This will be under the question. The help text is under the question in smaller font. And then here you would just go down through and just start clicking whatever it is that you want. So as many options as you want. Let's just pretend we're going to do that. You can add other so the kids can type in other. If you want the question to be required, you click on this, you hit done. Okay, so there's my first question. If I want another question, you just go down here to add item, tell it what you want. So if we want something that's scale, we can go down through here and type in scale. So we're just going to type in something just so you can kind of see. Okay, done. All right, now you can personalize this, so you can change your theme. So all the themes pop up over here on the side. So lots of different themes. So let's say I wanted this one on sailing. Okay, you can see, and then that's how it comes out. Now, once you hit the theme, you can't really change. You can't change the colors or anything. You could go and you could change to a different theme, but that's really all the more you have. To view the live form, you go right here. Okay, now people can edit this. All you have to do is copy and paste this and send it out to whoever it is that you want to take your survey. Okay. View responses, you can go up here and it'll actually form it into a Excel document that you can actually see. I said this is Sheets, but you can export it into an Excel document. And then you can also go up here to responses and get summary of responses. Now there won't be anything there, but this will actually give you some analytics as well on your documents. Okay, and you can share that with other people as well. So if you have somebody that you want to work with together on, you can do that. Now there are a few other things down here. Google Drawings, you can just use that. It's a drawing piece. I'm not really going to go into this too much, but it is a drawing type piece. Okay, so if you have use for drawings, you can use that. The rest of these are going to be specific to what it is that you have downloaded. So there's a template app where we can get different templates. PDF viewer is there. The from templates is going to be significant because some of our temps or some of our say discipline folder files, some of our things that administrators have used, some things that teachers have used in the past are obviously not going to be in first class anymore. They're going to be here, and they're going to actually be some of these forms instead. Okay. So basically, there's your 201 version for Google Drive. We talked today about how to create different folders: Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and Google Drawings. The next one in 301 is going to go into a little bit more detail of how to use and how to organize your Google Drive and how to use it the most effective way with our students. All right, so thank you very much, and have a good day.